What is up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually the second time recording this, which kind of sucks and might take away from the storytelling, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I just want to say, if you watch this whole video, thank you. If you're still watching my videos, thank you for supporting me. Thank you. There's gonna be more to come. I'm gonna try to be more active here. I know I say that a lot, but really, YouTube isn't a job for me. Obviously, it is fun. It is a hobby. So I think that's kind of why, my content is so spread out, because I really do have to have a good reason to come on here and make a video. Because if it was my job, I would do it more often, obviously, but I don't know if my content would be as good because I'm not doing it with my heart. I'm just looking for a payday, I guess. With that being said, guys, thank you, and let's get into this video. So, with it being Halloween, October spooky month, is when all the scary movies will come out and stuff like that. And I just remember being a little kid and watching scary movies, and that's what I think picture October. This video then is, kind of, I don't know, it's weird to me because let me just get into the video. So, my question to you before I tell you my story, I just want to ask, do you guys believe in ghosts? Is that a yes or a no? I fight myself a lot about this topic. Sometimes I want to say no. Sometimes I say yes, and I remember my story that I'm about to tell you guys, which obviously leans towards yes. So let's get right into this video. It all goes back a few years, a lot of years, actually. I was visiting family in Mexico, my grandpa, my uncles, aunts and uncles. And I remember vividly, I was going to stay with my cousins and their grandpa. We were leaving my grandpa's house. And I was going to stay with them. So we were leaving. We went to my grandpa's house. It was nighttime already. And it was dark. Now, mind you, the town where my grandpa lived was very western type. Dirt roads. The buildings are very old still. It wasn't as it's not as developed, I guess you could say, as a town or maybe other cities in Mexico are. It was very much an old school type town. Few lights up on the roads, the dirt roads. They still had rode by horseback. So that was it's pretty. It's neat. It's a different pace from being in the United States. That's for sure. So my two cousins and I, we walk out. Now my grandpa's house had like a big gate that you'd have to open, a wooden gate, and you'd have to close it. And you kind of walk out, and it was almost like a Y shaped thing with some buildings. So we walk out. We had the truck parked a little bit away in the road, on the side, kind of in a hangover ditch, I guess you could say. And my two cousins and I, we walk out, and down comes, there was a passageway right behind my grandpa's house, and I honestly don't know where it led to. I don't remember if I ever took it when I was younger when I went with my dad. So I don't exactly remember if that led to other houses, maybe up higher, or it just went straight to the mountains, the woods. I can't tell you tell you what that led to. But down comes this man on a horse. Now the truck is parked over there. This man comes down, and it was almost like he was being courteous to let us pass. So I just got chills thinking about it. So no, the story is still feeling the same. This is very weird. I don't know. So my two cousins, they get in the truck, and it was a one seat, where three people can fit in the front. We really didn't use the back. So my first cousin gets in. I am grabbing my luggage, throwing it in the back of the truck. My second cousin gets in. And as I'm throwing my luggage into the back, I notice this horse is I don't know. It was a little wild. It looked wild. It was going side to side and kicking up dust and I don't remember if it was making that much noise now that I think about it. It wasn't very noisy, like, the noises that horses make. Um so I don't remember if it was doing that. Now that I think about it, I don't really think it did, which is obviously odd. So it was a good like 15, 20 feet away. And as I look over and I see the horse, doing this, I look at the man, obviously. I look at the man on the horse, and it was a pretty big horse, I would say. I look over at him. He's got on a white shirt, chills again, a white shirt, some black pants, a cowboy hat. And I could not see his face. Mind you, it was dark. It was dark, minimal light. I mean, I'm telling you, like very, very little light. Um, and I couldn't see his face, but the weird thing was that this horse is going crazy and he's basically like this. And I could tell, even though I couldn't see his face, he was staring at me or staring at the truck or whatever. I was left outside because I have to put my stuff in and I had to go towards him a little bit, not close, obviously, go around the truck and get in shotgun, the passenger side. So, I took a couple looks because I was confused. I was confused as to why did he stop? Why didn't he just keep going? Two, why was the horse going so crazy? And three, why was this man looking at me and I couldn't see his face? I just thought it's dark, so be it, whatever. So, get in the truck, and as I got in the truck, I swear he ran by us, boom, disappeared in between, like, smaller than an alleyway. I don't really know how to describe it. It was like two houses were put together and it was just a little passageway that you could tell maybe was ran by people on horseback. That's the route they took, because then we went a little bit on the side on a road, a dirt road, to go to the town over where my cousin's grandpa was staying. So we don't think anything of it. We're at home, or we're finally relaxed, and we're just watching TV, whatever. My aunt comes home, and I really don't even know, now thinking about it. I don't remember how we got into the conversation. We started talking about ghosts, I believe, or something, or she just happened to. This is very weird. She just happened to say it. I don't know why, but she's like, hey, that I forgot what she called it, but basically that passageway by your grandpa's house, they say there's a ghost that comes down, a man on a horse. And I kid you not, all three of my two cousins and I, we, like, our jaws dropped. We looked at each other and we're like, what? Can you say that again? And she told us, she was like, yeah. And we're like, we seen him today. We seen him. And she was like, no. It was so weird because, I mean, we had already been there a while. So for her to, like, tell us that story or tell us that, now I know probably most of you think that, well, it's set up or they must know. But then when we started questioning and telling her, and telling her what we saw, and I just basically told her the same story that I said. I was upset at my cousins that they left me outside with this ghost, and when we were questioning her, we're like, are you sure? Like, come on, is that really a ghost? And she said one thing that she pointed out. She was like, didn't you think it was strange that somebody was on a horse at night? And that's true. You can't see anything, but it's not like a normal town where you can go outside and kind of walk in the dark. This is almost a desert the town is almost like a desert, and it's, you know, pitch black. So I don't think it would be very smart to be riding horse at that hour or that time. So I guess maybe we should have thought of that. That was a little strange. Um, so yeah. So when she told us that, man, that was it was very, like I said, I wasn't scared at the moment because I didn't feel any reason to be afraid other than this horse is crazy. This horse like is gonna run me over. Why can't I see this man's face? I don't know. It was just dark, and I don't know if it was a shadow or what. I literally get chills again thinking of when I really really think about it, because this is not a story that I I think about all the time or that I tell. And this is the first time me telling it, in a video. So to be thinking about it, I wonder if my cousins still remember that. I have to ask them next time I talk to them. But that's the little folklore or story that the locals have, and I would wonder if anything he's done anything bad, if that spirit or ghost has done anything bad to people, or they just see him and that's it, like hi bye type thing. But my aunts and my uncles were asking me the next day, so you saw the ghost. They have a name for him. I don't quite know the name of the fantasma, the ghost. But yeah, that's just my story. It was very interesting and something that I brought back with me from Mexico, and something that I experienced. And I still think it's so weird how it came about and how we were told about the story. It's just strange, that my aunts felt the need to tell us that, because I don't think we were really talking about scary stuff. I really don't. And she just happened to say, hey, there's a ghost and that comes down from there. And man, our faces, and again, we weren't afraid because it was more just shock, like you know what I'm saying, like what, more than oh my gosh, I'm terrified, I'm never going back. But we didn't ever go back or leave my grandpa's house at night after that for the rest of the time that we were there. But it would have been something, right, to go back and see what would happen. But yeah, that was just a strange experience for me, and I get it kind of makes me believe in ghosts, I guess. um I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever had an experience like that. But that's gonna be my story for today. Just want to say happy Halloween. Everybody stay safe out there when it comes to trick or treating. And yeah, and be careful with coronavirus, because that's still a thing. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos. Leave a comment down below if you ever had a ghost experience, if you believe in ghosts, if you don't. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.